Goliath at Six Flags New England is one of the last remaining giant inverted boomerangs built by Vekoma, and yes, this is actually located at Six Flags New England, and the reason why this has actually came up over the last few days is because they have officially removed it off their 2021 map. So yeah, obviously we can only presume that this will be a removal. It may not be, they may have just forgot to put it on the map, but obviously it probably is a removal or a relocation. So as we already know, Six Flags have announced that they're going to be removing 15 of their rides or coasters in 2021, and this may be one ride in each park, or it may be 3 rides in a park. We're not sure yet, but all I've got to presume is there'll probably be one in each park, because currently Six Flags do own 15 parks, so I can only presume there'll be one in each park. But yeah, the one for New England, I can imagine this will be a coaster, and I can imagine this will be Goliath, and yes, this could be getting removed, I'm not sure, or it could be getting relocated. I think it will get removed, to be honest, because it hasn't been running that much as New England, but again, it could be removed. So today I'm going to bring you three possibilities if it does get removed, which coasters could come to the park, but also if it does get relocated, which park it could go to. So yeah, let's go straight into this video. So if this was actually going to get relocated, I can imagine it getting relocated to a park like Frontier City, because they haven't actually got many rides or even coasters in the last 10 years. So if this does come to the park, it will be amazing, and a lot more people will go to this park, even if Goliath is a little bit rough at the moment. But yeah, obviously if this park does get it, it will be an amazing new ride for this park. But another park I think could do very, very well with this coaster is actually Le Ronde, and this is a park in Canada. And yeah, if this does get this coaster, and I know they're going to get a coaster in 2021 called Viper, and yeah, if they do get this, I can imagine this will be a great addition here as well, but I do see it going to Frontier City if it was going to get relocated. So if they decided to build a new coaster at Six Flags New England, I could see the first option being an S&S launch coaster. Yes, something like Max Force. And you may be thinking for a minute, there's not really enough room here. But if they do remove that other boomerang, and if they don't, they probably won't have enough room for this. But if they do move that other boomerang, this will probably clear up about enough room for a coaster along the size of Max Force. And yeah, this will look incredible. And as we all know, Six Flags New England is really lacking a launch coaster. And with anything at this park, I think it should be a launch coaster for their next investment. But yeah, if they do get this, this will be a great coaster for the park, and they can label it the fastest acceleration down the East Coast. And yeah, this will definitely be one of the best coasters ever built if they do decide to go with this option. And obviously, there is loads and loads of options in the world, but I presume this will be by S&S, because Six Flags have actually been using S&S for quite a lot of their launch coasters in the past, and quite a lot of their coasters, to be honest. But yeah, if they do use S&S, I can imagine this having an amazing acceleration. Another coaster that I could actually see coming to this park is a Gravity Group shuttle coaster. Yes, something like Switchback at Z&T's, and yes, I can imagine this will be an incredible coaster if they do decide to go with this option. Obviously, it will be next to Wicked Cyclone, which is their hybrid coaster built by RMC. But yeah, they haven't really got a modern wooden coaster here anymore. I don't think they even have a wooden coaster at this park. So yeah, if this does come to this park, this will actually be their wooden coaster again. Obviously, they did used to have Cyclone, which used to be their old wooden coaster, before it got transformed into the RMC, which looks amazing. But I can imagine this wooden coaster will do great things for this park, because it is a little bit different from Cyclone. So if people didn't really enjoy Cyclone, obviously they may not come back for a coaster very, very similar to Cyclone. But yeah, this will actually be a shuttle coaster. If they do decide to get it, obviously we don't know if they definitely do, but if they do, I would like this to be a shuttle coaster, because this could be amazing. Because this will, if you don't really know what a shuttle coaster is, it basically has this vertical spike, or just a spike about halfway through the ride, and yeah, this rolls you back, and you basically do the whole layout in reverse. So yeah, this would be really, really cool if they get this. Also, it'll be another family coaster into the park. They do have quite a lot of family coasters, but for me, the best thing about this is actually quite compact. They could make this really compact, and they could possibly fit in that Goliath area. I can imagine a coaster this size could be fitting in that Goliath area. Maybe they might have to stretch it over the car park, and maybe relocate their other boomerang. But yeah, they could possibly fit in this area, and if they do, this could definitely be one of the best coasters down the East Coast for families. So the last coaster I could actually see coming to Six Flags New England is an S&S Access coaster. Yes, this will actually be, well, probably one of the world's first S&S Access coasters. And yeah, these look incredible. You basically rotate above and under the track, and yeah, obviously you spin as well. You don't like basically rotate around, but yeah, you do obviously swing. And this is actually really cool concept built by S&S. And yet another S&S coaster on this list. So yeah, if they do actually decide to get this, I think it will be a long time yet before they get this. But I do actually think Six Flags Fiesta Texas will get one first. But yeah, I think if that goes well, they could possibly get one of these. And yeah, obviously this will have to have a very compact layout. Unless they do remove the other boomerang, this will actually have to have a very compact layout. But I'm sure S&S could come up with something to fit in this layout. But yeah, this would actually be really cool, because they could actually have a vertical lift hill. I'm not sure if these can, but yeah, if they can, they could actually have a vertical lift hill. It would be really cool on this. So yeah, obviously this is my most ambitious coaster, so I don't think this will be coming to the park. But if it does, it will definitely be a great decision for them. But yeah, I can imagine this will go down very well if they do get this coaster. And yeah, of course, it will look absolutely incredible. So just before we end this video, I do want to quickly talk about the recent videos on this channel. And obviously there have been a lot of versus vids, and I really do hope you've enjoyed them, guys. But yeah, obviously the reason why they haven't been voiceovers for quite a while now is actually because we're getting back to the theme parks in the UK. Yes, the theme parks are starting to open. I know the ones in America are starting to open now. The ones in California are starting to open, and yeah, a lot more places dotted around America as well. And yeah, but back in the UK, we've been to Chesington, we've been to Thorpe Park, Alton Towers, Paulton's Park for Tornado Springs, and much more. So yeah, if you haven't been seeing great content on this channel, that's probably why. But from now on, obviously the theme parks are opened again, and we're not going there 5 out of the 7 days of the week. So yeah, hopefully I can get more videos on the channel, and I definitely will be in the future, more voiceovers. But yeah, if you do have any suggestions for any later videos on the channel, make sure to leave them in the comments down below. But yeah, that wraps up this video here on TPC, and goodbye.